Have a little more of my voice. Get me on the ride, on the top of the hill. I'm only going to the top of the hill. In the corner with the top of house bed. The birds keep singing this after you're dead. I'm gonna miss your pretty big old world with your apple-loaded earring and the mother of pearl. Slip and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. I'm only going to the top of the hill. I want the moon to be a line cat. 50,000 bucks, look on the fence. They go red the bitch, honey, you're fine. Why don't you come up here and see me sometime? Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. I'm only going to the top of the hill. There's a very little leeway. I've seen a mattress on the freeway. The moon rises over Dog Street. Jefferson said now everything's reached. Have all the lights run out of heaven again. I'll never roll the number 7 again. They made the bread and on the ocean of wine. For all the bread is on the phone just fine. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. And the bean soup, big sky and the Ford coupe, old maid and the diamonds, a Red Rover and the Skinny Bone Jones, 47 mules to pull this train. We're getting married in the pouring rain. You need the differential, send me a girl. You load the wagon to the end of the world. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. I'm only going to the top of the hill. A bit of money or bones. A golden bottle or you never get home. A PM fireworks and vodka and meat. Just roll over and save me a seat. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. Above the laws of man. Why don't you give me nothing to roll coat? Turn a Rolls Royce into a chicken coop. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill. I'm only going to the top of the hill. Hey, stop and get me on the ride up. Stop and get me on the ride up. I'm only going to the top of the hill.